Enchanting!
Why, hello there! Space Leaper Cocoon has officially launched. The game has been rebalanced quite heavily compared to the soft launch. So after playing for a while now, I thought I'd share some tips and tricks that will hopefully help some of you to progress faster. These tips aren't in any particular order, so let's just jump straight into them. So one of the most important things that is going to allow you to pass stages, especially in the early game, are the raw stats of your leapers. Obviously things like activating resonances, team composition, all of those matter and are very important, but I think in the early game they are vastly overshadowed by just stacking as many stats that you can possibly achieve on any leaper. So keeping that in mind is important to know some of the ways to achieve high stats. Now probably the highest boost to stats that you will see will come from leveling up the star level of your leapers. That probably means that you wanna use the leapers with the highest star level that you currently own. And don't worry if while playing you get copies of other leapers. You can always switch which leaper you're leveling up. Just go to the leaper files and press this recycle button. This will refund you the materials that you've used up leveling that leaper. Up until level 60 that option is completely free, so make sure to use that if you need it. After level 60 it will cost a fairly rare material, so that is probably the point where you wanna start thinking a little bit harder about resonances, team composition, getting, using the characters that you are looking for, but until level 60 I'd focus on the leapers with the highest star level. Now there is a little bit of a caveat when it comes to leaper star levels. There are different rarities of leapers. So you have, for example, 1-star leapers like Taco. You have 2-star leapers like Millie. And the most rare, obviously, the 3 stars like Queena, for example. Now all of them can be leveled up to 5 stars, but their base stats aren't the same. Now they differ also from class to class, but the higher the rarity, the higher the base stats of the leaper. So for example, an equally leveled Queena will have higher base stats than an equally leveled Golem. So that is also something that you should probably keep in mind. One of the best ways to get your leapers to 5 stars is spending your practice pills on banner pools. Now if you go to the leaper search you will have 2 options. One will be the full area scan, which has all the 3-star leapers on equal percentages, and the other one will be the banner pool. Now the banner pool will have, when you pull a 3-star leaper, it will have a 50% chance to get you one of the 2 units that are currently on the banner. Now this is a really quick method to get certain leapers to 5-star. Now obviously you are limited to the 2 units that are currently on the banner, but if it's anything like it was on the soft launch, the banner after the flame one will be the water one. Now all of the 4 units that are on the banners on the flame one and the water ones, which are Queena, Fi, Viti and Doris, all of those I would consider very solid units, so I would definitely consider pulling on those banners. Another thing that affects the strength of your leapers is gear. While the normal gear isn't as impactful early game, but will become way more impactful late game, the character gear provides actually a ton of stats. Not only that, when you leveled up to level 16, it will unlock a new passive, and some of those passives are really game changing. For example, Doranana being able to use her ultimate at the beginning of the fight Or, for example, Leon Lev gaining a 5-second immunity to damage when she's about to die. So you should definitely think which character gear you want to focus first. Something that you should definitely consider is overleveling your carries. Pay attention to which of your leapers do the most damage and keep them 10 to 20 levels above the party average. Also consider overleveling maybe one tank to hold the front line. This should definitely help you pass some of the harder stages. The most important resource that will limit how fast you level up your leapers will be Nuclide. So if you want to be efficient about any resource, or maybe spend your diamonds in Paris Emporium, well, I would definitely focus on Nuclide. Speaking of Nuclide, one of the better ways to get a bunch of it is the Battle Pass. When you start with the Battle Pass, the amounts in the beginning are set, and they ramp up pretty quick. So spending your diamonds on leveling the Battle Pass is actually a really efficient way to get a bunch of resources, and will get you ahead quick. So another quick tip will be for the Leaper Odyssey and Neutron Star game modes. So it is important to keep your party alive and healthy between battles. So if you're ever seeing that you are losing a battle or something isn't going your way, you can always pause it and exit or reset the battle. So let me start this combat, for example. And yeah, I see Doris is dying, I am taking a lot of damage, and yeah, I am definitely losing this. So I can always pause it, and I can either reset it or exit the battle. If I wouldn't do that, all of the party members would be permanently dead. So definitely make sure to use that tip if you're seeing that you are losing battles in those game modes. So the last tip will be about something I think everybody enjoys, which are gift codes. So if you go to the settings in the game, at the bottom you will have the forum option. If we click it, it will take us to the game forums, and under the event tab it will take us to where they post gift codes daily. So each gift code I think lasts up until a week and gives 50 diamonds. So it is definitely worth checking out the forums every now and then. Other than that, they have posted a gift code for 5 Queen jeans. I will post that in the description. And lastly, if you are using LD Player, if you go to the LD store under gift packs, there are still quite a bunch of Space Leaper Cocoon gift codes to claim. So each one of those gives, I think, 300 diamonds and a bunch of Leaper coins. So they are definitely worth checking out too. So that's it. Those were the tips I wanted to share with you. Hopefully some of you found at least a couple of them useful. Good luck on your adventures in space, and have a good one. Bye!